Hi kids, it's your grandpa. I'm going to read a poem to you. We're going to try this. I'm going to read it, make a film of it, and I'm going to send it to your mom so you can watch it on your computer. Now, the poem I'm going to read to you is called The Jumblies. It's by Mr. Edward Lear. Mr. Edward Lear wrote over 100 years ago. And he wrote about funny things, made up funny people, and used funny words. And you're going to hear a story about the Jumblies. And the Jumblies are little people with green heads and blue hands, and they sail to sea in a thing called a sieve. So what's a sieve? Well, this is a sieve. See, it's got lots of holes in it. So it probably wouldn't be a very good boat, but that's the funny part. You're going to hear lots of funny words, words that you've never heard before. When they get excited, they say Timbaloo, and they drink something called Ringo-Ree, and they sail to the Torrible Zone into a place called the Chankly Bore. These places don't exist, except in Mr. Lear's imagination. So now we're going to have a story about the Jumblies, and here we go. The Jumblies. They went to sea in a sieve, they did, in a sieve they went to sea. In spite of all their friends could say, on a winter's morn, on a stormy day, in a sieve they went to sea. And when the sieve turned round and round, and everyone cried, we'll all be drowned, they said aloud, our sieve ain't big, but we don't care a button, we don't care a fig. In a sieve we'll go to sea. Far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live. Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve. They sailed away in a sieve, they did, in a sieve they sailed so fast, with only a pea-green veil, tied with a ribbon by way of a sail to a small tobacco pipe mast. And everyone said who saw them go, oh, won't they soon be upset, you know? For the sky is dark and the voyage is long, and happen what may, it's extremely wrong in a sieve to sail so fast. Far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live. Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve. The water it soon came in, it did, the water it soon came in. So to keep them dry they wrapped their feet in a pinky paper all folded neat, and they fastened it down with a pin. And they passed the night in a crockery jar, and each of them said, how wise we are, though the sky be dark and the voyage be long, yet we never can think we were rash or wrong, while round in our sieve we spin. Far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live. Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve. All night long they sailed away, and when the sun went down, they whistled and warbled a moony song to the echoing sound of a coppery gong in the shade of the mountains brown. O Timbaloo, how happy we are when we live in a sieve and a crockery jar, and all night long in the moonlight pale, we sail away with a pea-green sail in the shade of the mountains brown. Far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live. Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve. They sailed to the western sea, they did, to the land all covered with trees. And they bought an owl and a useful cart, and a pound of rice, and a cranberry tart, and a hive of silvery bees. And they bought a pig and some green jackdaws, and a lovely monkey with lollipop paws, and 40 bottles of Ringo-Ree, and no end of Stilton cheese. So far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live. Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve. And in 20 years they all came back, in 20 years or more, And everyone said, "How tall they've grown! For they've been to the lakes, and the Torrible Zone, and the hills of the Chankly Bore." And they drank their health, and they gave them a feast Of dumplings made of beautiful yeast. And everyone said, "If we only live, We too will go to sea in a sieve, To the hills of the Chankly Bore." Far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live. Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve. And that is the story of the Jumblies.